This video was inspired by a recent month in the Self-Healers Circle. It is on how to let go. We'll first talk about the role of loss and letting go on our healing journey, and then of course we'll explore the practice of actually letting go. As many of us begin to heal, we shed layers. We might shed aspects of ourselves, roles that we played in our relationships, identities that many of us have assumed for years. For many of us, all of that is a loss in and of itself and involves a process of letting go. Some of us might even prevent ourselves from taking the steps into change because the fear of that loss is too much or too great. As many of us begin to heal, another thing we let go is around our relationships. As we become really present, the dynamics present in our current relationships, some of us begin to change. We might realize expectations or needs that were never met. That for many of us brings a process of grieving or of letting go. The childhood that we imagined we had and we didn't. The childhood we wished we had and we didn't. All of that is included in this process of letting go. Some of us then begin to create change in our relationships. We might show up differently. We might begin to distance ourselves from some. All of that is another opportunity to practice letting go. The work of letting go begins when we first surrender to what is and accept all of the feelings that we might have around what is so, whether that's anger, grief, or sadness. It's about really looking at the identities, the roles, the relationships, the expectations, everything that we might be carrying with us and seeing it objectively for how it is. That is what surrendering means. Being with what is so, being with the feelings as well of what is so. The next step we can take is witnessing the role that we play in holding on to our feelings, to our attachments. The role we play often lives in our mind. What do I mean when I say that? A lot of times we carry stories with us. We focus on, like I was sharing earlier, why we shouldn't have had the childhood or we didn't deserve the experiences we had. While that might be true, the more we think those thoughts, the more we carry those feelings with us, not actually letting them go. So to take that next step in your journey, accepting and surrendering to what is, and then identifying or witnessing the role you might be playing in keeping those feelings alive and not letting them go and being attached to them still. And then of course, that brings us to the final steps of releasing, of allowing yourself to feel exactly as you feel without judgment, without shame, being with those feelings. It's being with those feelings that allows them finally to let go, to release. If we don't bring them up to our mind, our feelings do want to go away. We want to move forward. A lot of us keep ourselves stuck because we keep ourselves living in the past. So the process of letting go is being present to what is so, not avoiding, not stuffing, not bypassing, as they say, those feelings. Allowing yourself to be with them will allow yourself to then finally let go of them. I'd love to hear from you wherever you are on your journey of letting go. I'd love to hear how it's going or any questions you still might have in the comments below.